Artistic culture is the backbone of New Mexico. One of the things we want to do in this program is revive the instrument making and revive the playing of these traditional tunes. If you imagine a violin, you need to have 9 inches. So 2 pieces, 5 inches, is what you need to join to make 9 or 10 inches wide. It's unfortunate that more people outside of New Mexico and even inside of New Mexico don't know about all of our artistic traditions that we have here.
In 7th grade, took a little wood shop. There's very little room for air on a violin. It was a complete change. I recognized the tools because I used them. I've never worked with a piece of wood that, is 1 millimeter thick and had to bend it and glue it and make sure it doesn't break. Before coming to work on the violin, I had no idea that the back of the violin is actually 2 pieces of wood brought together. In a million years, I would have never thought of it. The work on it is so ornate and tedious.
Is anybody having trouble taking off your blocks, your clamping blocks? Try to pry them off with that ruler. I wanted to find a way to combine my interest in teaching literature, teaching American studies, folklore, research into folk music, with my other passion, which is violin making.
Being that I'm always around music with my traditional dances and everything, I just want to learn something, because girls aren't really allowed to do instruments in the Pueblo, so I just want to take that back and be able to know how to play an instrument at least. There hasn't been a female who's played like the drum or anything.
Here, see. And I think if I go this way, I take off that little bump there, and it'll be all right.
Para esas tierras mentadas, a comer carne de yegua, a comer carne de yegua. So some of these little sort of gestures that the old people would do. It's part of an important history in this part of the Southwest that has been pretty much ignored. It's been invisible.
Okay, so then since the flames are going that way, it needs to continue to go that way, so it would be...
It sort of looks like the way that it sounds, it's got the curves, like a beautiful melody, and it comes to these sharp points. It never really occurred to me that, there's like people out there who for a career make violins.
I'm studying English and philosophy. But I guess the thing I enjoy the most is the violin making class. It's one of the coolest opportunities that's ever been presented to me. Working with my hands and creating something.
Listen, this is the only opportunity I'm going to get like a 96 or something in the test in years, so.
We might be able to make some discoveries of either the musical notation or of instruments that survived from that period. that would give New Mexicans a very different sense of their place and role in history.
Can you hear it? Let's take it just a bit slower. Da 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 ba dum. Can you sing that? Da da dum bum ba dum. Da 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 dum ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum. Okay.
Ryan, on that last line, does that go up to the G? Are you ending on a G?
It's cool because it's kind of like passing your culture on to another person, you know.
Very good. Remembering this music is also kind of honoring that past for all the people who've lived here in these 400 years. You know, it's honoring the people who've been here as well. And it was, of course, not always peaceful, but it's ours and it's very special. Por eso ya no quiero en el mundo más amor de mi querida patria me van a retirar la cautiva Marcelina cuando